Hello YouTube, Infinite Magicraid community, Gandalf here. We got a wide range of event lineup for everyone. Normally I don't do these update video, but because there's so much stuff happening this week, it's probably a good idea to send a reminder to everyone of the exciting things to look forward to this week. First of all, don't forget about the code. You can always claim it here, setting, redeem code, and the code is Mooncake 2024. I already claimed it. You can see the claim history here. So Mooncake 2024. Don't forget to claim that latest code. From the Moonrise event, we have our holiday sign-in, which is typical. We then got the holiday pass. Make sure you do these quests every single day as you progress. You do have a nice epic eye at the end of it. The good deal is the typical deal. Flying lanterns. So flying lanterns, I think this time is a little bit different. I think you only need to get this pack. If you can bear with the wait, you can skip the special candle pack here and the burning pack here, because you should be able to get one every single day as you log in, which gets you to 12, and then you only need to spend gems as opposed to real money towards getting it. Basically, once you light up all up to 60 lanterns, you should be able to claim this particular chest. Remember to do your faction abyss. We waited for a really long time, and finally it's back. So you are going to be able to double your drop. So hopefully you are able to farm something in level 30 now, and you can see that I doubled all my drops. Everything here is a double number, and most importantly, we're getting double the rune stones to level up our auras. Finally, the world boss is back as well. So this boss is something that happens, we don't see this very often, maybe 4 times a year. Make sure you do these every day. When you complete it, you can fight it up to 3 times, use different heroes each time, and you get at least 50 gems. From a ranking perspective, top, I think in your division or your zone here, it's not even your division, I think. It's definitely within your division, but if you actually log on later in the day and click into the interface, you're less likely to run into the people that are, the eager beavers who run into here. You form new divisions every time, I think. I don't think it's preset. So in the past, I've found, if you just join a little bit later, you're less likely to run into the really tough players. That's on the individual ranking. Your guild ranking also is within your division or zone, so that kind of also helps a little bit. Finally, you can see the contribution in your guild members, so you can help remind them to do the world boss fight every single day. It's only for 7 days. The skip button's there, so make sure you just go in there. Once your team is set up, you can skip. When it comes to strategy for this particular boss, what I'll say is survivability is going to be a thing, right? Here you can see, even with a lineup like this, I'm not going to be making it to 20 turns, and I did about 800 mil damage here. Survivability is going to be real tough on this particular boss, especially for some of the newer player when your stats just simply isn't there. You do want some damage mitigation if you want to hit some of the higher numbers. The boss has a counterattack on, so let's just watch the replay a little bit. So the boss starts off by giving itself a counterattack buff. And you can use Ben Austin, which is great, because that means you prevent the boss from getting counterattack and hitting you with this basic attack every single time. It will strip your buff, and also has a chance to inflict block buff if you don't have any buffs. The boss's ultimate skill here will do 2 stages and remove all of our buffs, and the second hit will increase by 50% damage. Now, this hits really hard, which also makes why surviving this boss quite difficult. Beatrix will be really helpful. Marvel will be really helpful. Heroes that can prevent buff removal will help with survivability drastically. Otherwise, as you increase the damage on the boss, they will gain powerful might, and each turn it's getting additional damage, but every time when you kill it, it is getting additional stat buff as well, which makes it increasingly difficult to survive this boss. But you can see, right, like what's important to note is the boss can be slowed down. So that means on every single one of your team, you do want to bring a slowdown. And the boss, once they're slowed down, it goes from 2300 speed down to 1380. And when I'm sped up, I guess whenever DMU decides to speed up my team again, okay, I think we're sped up again. So you can see, DMU here will be taking like 3 turns for every boss turn taken, which will be drastically helpful in terms of maximizing your damage output. But you can see there, right? Just that one single counter attack there. One quick single counter killed my Indra there, even though, I'm fully, buffed up and everything. So yeah, this is not an easy world boss. Survivability is definitely going to be key. So you need to make sure that each of your team is tanky enough. You can't just bring all DPS there. So there you have it. Hopefully that's helpful. And best of luck in terms of doing well on this challenge. And I know early game players probably can't take advantage of this. If you're a late game player though, you can definitely check the top ranked teams and see the crazy amount of damage they do and how they manage to survive all of this. So yeah, hopefully that helps a little bit. I will maybe post a video specifically on the teams, but for the most part, I think these are pretty straightforward to understand once you see what teams people are using and what seems to work really well for people. All right, with that kind of out of the way, yeah, I hope this update was very helpful for you, and make sure you don't miss out on any of the bonuses and events that's happening this week. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Gandalf out.